Morning. This is Tuso Kumaleo Anka at Africa Report News, coming to you live from Johannesburg. This morning we have decided that we give you the latest on the Zimbabwean Exemption Permit. You know, those that are staying in South Africa here. Last year, the Home Affairs Department decided that it is going to terminate about 178,000 special permits that were offered to Zimbabweans to work, study and do businesses here. And that is after a 10-year extension. The government has finally decided to withdraw those permits and to make them expire. And it has encouraged those Zimbabweans that are affected to apply for the other normal your normal kind of permits, and that process is going to take place until the end of the year. They've been given a 12 months grace period starting from the beginning of this year, and only 6 months left now for that grace period to expire. And what has happened now is that an organization here in South Africa that is called Helen Suzman Foundation. This is a human rights advocate organization fighting for the rights of the people. It has taken the minister's decision or the cabinet decision to court. It is arguing that in making this decision to terminate these permits, the government did not consult the permit holders themselves. And it did not make an assessment to look at the impact of the decision of sending these people away after spending 10 years, some of them more here in South Africa, working, saying some of those people have built professions, some of them have built families, some of them have built careers, and it will be very difficult for them to go back and survive in their own country because this has become their home. It's also arguing that by displacing those people, their children who are here at school are not going to be able to pursue or to continue their education, since they will have to go with their parents and maybe go into a different education system altogether. And this is some of the arguments that the Helen Suzman Foundation is making, and because of that, it has taken the matter to court. It wants, this is what it is praying for at the court. It's praying that this decision be set aside, the decision to terminate these permits be set aside, and once it is set aside, the minister should reconsider the decision, start by consulting the permit holders after the consultation process, and of course make an assessment as to how this is going to affect their lives before this decision is taken again. So this is the argument of the Helen Suzman Foundation. But what has happened in the process is that we've seen the minister issuing a very strong statement against the action that has been taken by the Helen Suzman Foundation, coming out publicly, a statement that has been put there by the Department of Home Affairs, accusing Helen Suzman Foundation of trying to dislodge the government. Quite strong words coming from the minister there. In fact, accusing them of trying to overthrow the government, saying they are sabotaging government policies, and he is also describing them as a group of people that was sitting pretty and enjoying life during the struggle for freedom here in South Africa, saying now they come and want to disturb what the government is doing there. But that statement is not set well with NGOs, a number of very reputable organizations here that fight for human rights, like Freedom Under Law, Section 27. You've got the Corruption Watch there, another one called SERI. They're coming out strongly to condemn the minister, saying the minister is trying to intimidate Helen Suzman Foundation for doing exactly what every citizen of this country has the right to do, to go to court if they think there's a decision that has been made by the executive which is not according to the law, or which is not congruent to what the law demands. And they are saying it is that the minister is now adopting the tactics according to them. The minister is now adopting tactics that were used by the apartheid regime in terms of when it wanted to ban or to stop the work of NGOs. Quite a strong statement also coming from several NGOs